So there were these guys who wanted to find out if they could scientifically demonstrate that race was a thing. And guess what? Yeah, they absolutely found what they wanted to find. Isn't that wild? Because when you start an experiment by deciding what you're going to prove before you do the experiment, that's not really science. But it does make you look awfully good to people with money, power, and a vested interest in controlling a whole other group of people for their own profit. See, they didn't start by asking an open-ended question like, are humans biologically divided into races? It asked, how do we measure and rank the races we already assume exist? And the part they didn't say out loud was, so that the rich could continue exploiting other humans and now have the science to defend it. Now, real scientists often use hypotheses. That's normal and accepted science. But instead of setting up experiments or observations designed to prove what they already believe, real scientists design studies to see if their hypothesis is right or not. In good science, in order to get your work published, you have to present it to a panel of your peers and have them fine-tooth comb it and see if they see any obvious errors. And then once they approve it and it gets published and it's out there, other scientists come along and try to repeat what you did. They want to see if it works for them. It's called replication. If your results only work when you're the one doing the measuring, but fall apart when someone else tries it, yeah, that's how reputations get crashed. Now, science grows and develops and changes. That doesn't mean that science is unreliable. It means that science is only as good as the data available at the time the research was conducted. Science is not religion. It doesn't rely on faith. It's open-ended, and what it teaches develops as information improves. Race science did not survive that process. No credible modern science supports it because genetics, anthropology, and statistics have produced too much data that contradicts all that. But by then, those ideas had already been baked into laws and systems and housing policies, education, medical treatment, policing, wealth. They didn't die, they're still here, which means the real work that we need to do today is to build legal and social systems that are capable of updating themselves when new evidence shows old assumptions were wrong. That is what evidence-based justice would actually require. Give me your thoughts. I'm not an expert, but I'm always looking, so get curious.